slide. Oh, by the roadside, but don't you ever let nobody drag your spirit down. Don't let nobody drag your spirit down. Remember, we're walking up the hill. Don't let nobody turn you around. Walk with the rich, walk with the poor, learn from everybody, you know that's what life is for. But don't you ever let nobody drag your spirit down. Don't let nobody drag your spirit down. Remember, we're walking up the hill. Don't let nobody turn you around. Wait and see which way the wind's gonna blow. But don't you ever let nobody drag your spirit down. Don't let nobody drag your spirit down. Remember, we're walking out the hill. Don't let nobody pull you down. Filled with the spirit, and I think you are too. So don't you ever let nobody drag your spirit down. Don't let nobody drag your spirit down. Remember, we're walking up the heaven. Don't let nobody turn you around. You might slip, you might slide. You might stumble and fall by the roadside, but don't ever let nobody drag your spirit down. Don't let nobody drag your spirit down. Remember, we're walking up to heaven. Kind of slip, sliding our way up the hill there. Ooh, baby, we're tiptoeing our way up the hill there. Don't let nobody turn you around. One song.
That was awesome, Billy. Thank you. All right. I didn't have slack for Billy, but you all know Billy. So let's start our service like we always do by saying together aloud our vision statement. We are lighting the path to peace together. So I just feel like we demonstrate this every day here at the Amani Center. I see it happening so often, and so I'm so grateful to see you all here to be part of that. We are, for a little bit about who we are, the Amani Center, an open and inclusive spiritual community, knowing that there are many paths to the divine. So these are just such crazy times, challenging times. Everybody's kind of walking through stuff. We know that everyone's on their path, their own path. So we're a place to support you as you walk that path towards whatever the divine looks like for you, because that's what shows up in your heart. No one else is going to tell you what that is. But when we walk it together, there's power in that, there's support in that, and community is what it's all about, especially right now. So we're a place that you can learn. We have classes coming up we're going to talk about. You can grow. We have workshops once a month. We had a great workshop last week. There'll be another one at the end of this month. And also just during service, you're going to learn and you're going to grow. And then a place to just be, a place to show up, fill your cup, take care of yourself, do whatever you need to do to keep your feet on the ground and your head up and your knowingness that something better is coming in the midst of whatever's going on out there. And so we are all about that. Is there anyone here for the first time? All right, if it's, oh great, welcome. Would you have something?
I've been here, but it's been a couple of years.
Okay, well that's okay. We're glad to have you back. Gina's going to give you one of our little trifolds, tells you a little bit about who we are. If you're online and it's your first time and you'd like to receive that, I would love to send it to you. I'll mail it. I'll meet you somewhere. We'll send you the digital version. Reach out and let us know who you are. We're grateful that you're joining us as well. One of the ways that we are living into that vision statement and lighting that path to peace together is our circle of light, made up of our practitioners and our ministers, and we are here to help remind you of the truth of who you are when things get crazy and maybe you start to forget, or you're just slogging through it and it's really difficult and you just need that little hand to reach out and say, hey, you're not alone, I'm with you. So we are here to sit down with you. We'll do something called affirmative prayer or spiritual mind treatment. Help you bring in the things you want to bring in, those ideas that are dropping in that are kind of exciting you. Help you put down the old stuff that you've been carrying, the not enough, the not this enough, not that enough, not good enough, whatever that is. We're going to help you put that down so that you can fill that new space. And that's what we talked about at the full moon the other day. Letting go of stuff, but right now the universe is whooshing in to that space you create. So what do you want to bring in? Let's bring something amazing, uplifting, and that's aligned with your values and who you want to show up as in the world, not just whatever happens to slip in. So are there any other members of the Circle of Light here? I think it's me and Revolution. If you would like treatment after from either of us, we would love to do that. I'm speaking for Revolution, but I know he loves to treat with people. We'll sit down a couple minutes. We'd love to do that with you. And if you're online and you'd like that, reach out. We will hook you up with a practitioner or a minister. All right, let's tell you a little bit about what's going on. So, still working on setting this space, making this space our own. I would just love to see, is there anyone who's having trouble hearing me? Okay, that's great news. We're tweaking things. I think the lights are a little dim, but last week they felt like so bright.
Right.
Yeah, but can you, they're bright in your face, right?
Yeah.
Why are these lights shining on you instead of on the stage?
Right.
That's a question that I'm asking the CSD. And it can't, and that's the thing, we can't just do that. It's all programmed, so you're just running through this thing going, oh my God. So I'm sorry, we're working on that. And it's mostly right there on Susie and Sonia. You guys are stars today, so keep a smile on your face. We're happy to have you here, but we're working on all these little tweaks. The room, does it feel too hot? Does it feel comfortable? Warm. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna be talking to the manager about all these things, and everything's on a program, so no one can just walk over and fix it, of course. But we'll keep working on that. So I appreciate your feedback. We want everyone to be happy here. We want you to love the space. We want to thrive here so that as we build our next space, we come in strong with our group. People don't fall away like, oh, that doesn't feel good anymore. So thanks for hanging with us on that. Also, we closed this door to see if it helped with the sound. So I feedback on that too. We asked them to close that. It feels a little cozier to me, but yeah, just all that stuff. Feel free to let me know. All right, here's our lineup for August. We made it through July. It was a close one there for many of y'all. But we did it. And thank you so much to everyone who showed up in June, in July to help us move out of that space. Friday night, July 31st, we closed it out. We literally moved every last thing out of there. Somebody took it home with them. It went on my truck, it went in somebody else's car, and it left. And Reverend Sherry and Reverend Pixie and Reverend Belinda did a beautiful closing ceremony. Many of you were there. We saged. We left the best energy for whoever's next, and we took what's ours to take with us. And then we went over to Moonraker, and we just had some drinks and some food and listened to music, and it was really lovely. Showing up in community is such a big part about what this community is. So now, onward. Now we are moving forward, and so here's August, and our theme is walking each other home. And so that's talking about, you know, how we're getting back to center, back to spirit, to the divine, coming back to home. But it also has this really sweet intonation for finding our next home and what does that look like, and living here while we do that. So I love how the themes just drop in so perfectly. So today is the first Sunday, so we always have the wonderful Revolution Baker, always a great time. Driving all the way out from the Bay Area, we are grateful to have you here. And then we have our wonderful rest of our regular lineup, Reverend Pixie DeFore, Reverend Donna Padoni, Reverend Jerry Wynn, and then look who's coming on the 30th, Reverend Mitch Austin, y'all, and back here, right here for the first time in this stage, but back with us, one of the main builders of this community. I love these 5 Sunday months because it allows me to bring someone else in and bring in some more people so we get more people to talk with. So 11:11, we have shifted to our new location at the wonderful Kathy Tibble's home. I don't think she's here right now, but boy, she has a gorgeous home on Cameron Park Lake. We sat out on her deck and it was just lovely. So we will be meeting 11:11 there every Thursday. You can show up for that. It's a support group. It's an opportunity to talk about what's going on with you personally. How are you navigating it? And we always uplift. We always uplift. We let people share. We talk about it, but then we bring it back to how do we go higher? What's in this for us? What's ours to do? So it's a great reset every week, and it's a great way to, when you're feeling down, it's a great place to show up. Next wonderful class is coming in, the Power of Prayer with the amazing Reverend Pixie DeFore. This is teaching you how to do this affirmative prayer, this spiritual mind treatment. We call it a scientific process. There's 5 steps, and when you follow these 5 steps, you set things into motion for yourself. So this is a great way to learn about it, and then just take it deeper, make it a practice in your life. So you can sign up for this online at theamanicenter.org. If you have questions, reach out to Reverend Pixie. It starts August 5th. It'll be a hybrid, so you can do it via Zoom, but they also might be meeting, I don't know exactly where, I think it might be Newcastle area. So for some of you who are around that area more, might be a nice way to get together in a community, but open via Zoom or in person. And that will be 9 weeks, so it's going to be 2 hours a week. So it's a little bit more manageable, not such a long class, because it used to be a 3-hour class. It actually used to be 3.5 hours, so. Okay, next week we're going to do a swim day, because we happen to be right next to a pool here. So they charge $10 to use the pool. It opens up at 1. So what we were kind of thinking is after service, head over to Beachhead Deli or wherever you want, grab something to eat. They do have a snack bar with hot dogs and snack things, but you can bring your own food in, your own personal food. So you could grab something or go and eat and then come back at 1, bring your bathing suits, and just hang out at the pool. It's going to be a hot one, so enjoy some time together. And you don't have to sign up for anything. It's just whoever wants to show up, and that's just having some fun here. And then the following Saturday, not Sunday, on the 15th, we are doing an appreciation picnic for this community to just thank everyone for so many people have been working so hard to get us to this space. So this is a chance for the center to reach back to thank you. We're going to have the center will provide drinks and food, and we're going to meet out at Lotus Park, Hensing in Lotus Park, which is right off of Lotus Road. Shingle Springs turns to Lotus Road. Everybody know where that is. It's right on the American River. It's a beautiful park. It's probably 20 minutes from here, and lots of parking, green grass. You can wear a bathing suit, bring a life vest if you plan on wading into that water, because it is the American River, and there is a beach there, a calm place, but still, it's a real deal. So life vest if you're going to go in the water, but place to cool down, and it happens to coincide with the public jam. I don't know what they call that, the Shingle Springs Jam. I don't know. Bob goes out there every Saturday, right? And they just play music, and it's just a bunch of musicians will be playing. So there'll be live music, and just a chance to be together in community. So hope you'll all show up for that. We will encourage people to bring sides if they like to. I should have had a sign-up list for that. That would have been good, but just bring something. It doesn't matter. It'll work out great. We will have like probably hamburgers and hot dogs, Kathy, I'm thinking. So yeah, there'll be a dish, but if you want to bring a side dish or something sweet to share, that would be great. Here it is, the wonderful Reverend Mitch Austin will be bringing Taming Your Inner Critic workshop. That's such a good workshop, and he does that on a love offering basis. So that would be the Sundays here after service. So we have potluck, and then stay for Taming Your Inner Critic with Reverend Mitch. That'd be amazing. And just a few updates about some other stuff. So we're not going to do drum circle in August. We're still working out where will that be. So we're taking the month off. We hope to be back in September. I'm hoping we'll be here. I'm hoping that there's a place here that, and then we can get into their flyer and people will know about it. But stay tuned. We're going to work on that. Teen Playdate, they decided to start showing up on potluck Sundays. So Alyssa's going to be helping to make that happen. The kids will just come. They like to eat anyway. So they'll just show up for potluck and then they'll gather however they want to gather and just do their thing. So I'm happy to say that we'll continue doing it. It's just going to be a little different and this might be really great. So tell any teens that you know. And then we're going to bring lunch buddies back. Remember that? We used to, and I know a lot of you still go to lunch and that's wonderful, but we're going to bring it back in a way where we announce it. I'm thinking maybe it's the first Sunday since we have potluck on the last Sunday, and that's easier to remember. It could be month too, but one Sunday we'll just kind of say who wants to go to lunch today. Someone, I'm hoping someone will kind of say, hey, I'll take that on. I'd like to kind of lead that or maybe lead it with someone else. All that will entail is picking a restaurant and then maybe calling ahead if it's going to be 20 people and saying we're going to be headed over at about 12 o'clock with a group. And then it's just an opportunity. Everybody just pays their own check and we just have some nice community time that way. So doing things, finding ways to stay connected during all of this. I forgot to release the kids. It's because my slides got out of order. So sorry. You guys want to go do your thing or you're okay. She's giving us like, when are they letting us out of here? I'm so sorry. You guys have fun. We will see you afterwards. You are excused. All right. We need some more volunteers, and so now that we're here, and now that we've closed out the other space, I have a little more bandwidth to figure out how to make this all work better. So one of the things we're going to need is a few teams, a sign team who sets out the signs every Sunday and then takes them back. And a team who sets up the hostess and the coffee table and then packs that up. And right now you have to take it with you because we're trying to get a little cabinet here. We don't have it yet. I haven't got permission for that. I'm working on it. But if we everybody takes one thing, it's not so bad. Jan and AJ are taking the kids' stuff. I've been taking all of it and then dropping it in Amani, but there's nowhere to drop it anymore. And now it's in my garage, but guess what? I'm not going to be here next week. I got to go down and help my family out a little bit in Southern California. So starting today, I need someone to commit to cleaning, to when we leave, packing this up. We have things to put it in and taking it home with them and then bringing it next week to set up. The altar is the second one, and then the signs, it could be like a couple of you and you take turns, or maybe one of you sets them up and one of you takes them down and then you switch, and then because you'll have it in your car, you'll set it up next week, and the other, like there's lots of ways to do this. We have so many clipboards and now I can't find one, but I'm going to pass a piece of paper without a clipboard, which is not really that helpful, but y'all, this is what I've got. If you feel called and you're willing to put your name down on that list, there's also a list at the exit. I would so appreciate it if you're able to pick up some piece of that. And we'll just keep figuring out the best way to do this. All right, so thank you for silencing your phones. If you haven't already, let's go ahead and just bring it in now that we've kind of went through all this business. And there's a lot of things going on, but now we can put a pin in that, set it aside, receive a breath in, filling your lungs, filling your belly, and just dropping into this sacred space right now, becoming fully present with yourself, for yourself, one with spirit, one with this community, where you are informed and guided, and everything that you need is coming to you easily right now. I know that today's service unfolds absolutely divinely, in the only way it can, that our speaker is divinely led, divinely informed, and bringing his bright light to us as he does every month. That our music is just perfect, showing up, lifting our hearts, lifting the world one note at a time. That all of the volunteers who helped to make this happen are feeling fed and blessed and appreciated because you are. That our kids program is thriving, whether it's 1 kid, 2 kids, or 20 kids, that they are getting something from it, that they are being lifted by it, that is planting seeds of beauty and self-care and self-kindness and empathy and joy that they take out into the world, because really what are we doing it for? It's not to raise this next generation, to really create this world that works for everyone. And so with great gratitude for all of you, for this community, for the Amani Center, and for the people who make the Amani Center what it is, I just release this word into the law. I know that as I speak it, it is done. It is made manifest. The seeds are planted and growing right now. And together we say, okay. So now we are going to do our affirmation for today. We're going to speak it 3 times. Actually, we're going to speak it 2 times, and then the third time I'm going to speak it. But the first time we're going to say it with energy. Really, really feel it. Really demand this in your life. The second time, we'll speak it in a whisper as we really think about what does this mean and really let it drop in. And then the third time, just join me mentally as I speak it aloud. Today's affirmation is brought to us by Reverend Lucian Baker. Let's begin. As the expansion of the universe is constant, so is the journey of the soul. I accept and love who I am in real time while allowing room for growth. As the expansion of the universe is constant, so is the journey of the soul. I accept and love who I am in real time while allowing room for growth. As expansion of the universe is constant, so is the journey of the soul. I accept and love who I am in real time while allowing room for growth. And together we say, that was a good one, Richard. Love that. All right, time for another song from Billy to lead us into our meditation.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she's standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken hearted people living in a world of grief, there will be an answer, let it be. Although they may depart, there's still a chance, baby, they may see. There will be an answer, let it be. Ooh, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Oh, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. When the night is cloudy, there's still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be. When I wake up to the sound of music, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Oh, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
Thank you, Billy. So now let's just let that song lead us into our meditation. So I invite you to allow your eyes to close if that's comfortable for you. You can also just allow your vision to blur if you prefer that, so that you are just able to focus in and close out everything else, everything in the intentionally, signaling to our minds and our bodies and our hearts that now is our time to go within, to turn towards Spirit, who is always right there for us, and say yes to all the good, the joy, the enlightenment, the empathy, the encouragement, the support, all the resources, everything we need to show up as our highest and best on the planet. Because Spirit created us for this. It would not have created us if we weren't here to live into what is ours to live into. So right now, we just take a moment to let it be, to release all of the noise of the world, and absolutely check in with that light within. Check in with our source, our connection to Spirit, to God, to nature, whatever word we use for the divine, which is that which created us and that which lives us, breathes us, resources us every single day. So right now, as we go into meditation, I just encourage you to be open to receive that which is yours to receive from, in, and as Spirit right now. Enjoy your meditation. Just staying in this space where you feel your oneness, in this silent space. Let's take a moment for divine healing, for sending healing energy and knowing towards any person, situation, people, animals, the planet herself, anything that we want to send that loving, healing energy towards, anything that may be experiencing the chaos, any kind of suffering or lack. And so in a moment, I'll just invite you to speak aloud the name or the names of things, the people, the places, the situations that you want to just know healing and oneness for. And we will raise that energy right here in the room and spread it out all around the world. So go ahead right now and speak those names or names aloud. Just feeling this room filled with this energy of all of these people and situations, which are all part of the divine showing up on the planet. We are knowing the highest and best truth for them as they walk through whatever the challenges are. We know something better is unfolding. for each individual, for the community, for the world, and that we are part of that unfoldment right now, creating a world that truly works for everyone. So with great joy, with great gratitude, with a knowingness that what we have done here is real and that it is unfolding and that all is truly well, I release this word into the law, knowing that it is done and that it is being made manifest right now. And together we say, and so it is. All right, so now we have another song from the wonderful Daisy.
This is an original song I wrote, recorded in Grass Valley. It's called If I Believe. Free. Goodbye.
All right, well, now it's my great pleasure to introduce our wonderful speaker and friend and brother to Amani Center, Reverend Lucian Baker.
One more time for Billy, please. Yes, indeed. I love the music here, and I always find myself that. All right, listen. Stop being nervous. You got to hear some awesome music. See a bunch of beautiful people. Chill out. I had fun. Definitely with the affirmation. Y'all saw that? I think that's my favorite affirmation. It's like, ooh, wait a minute, what's coming out of me right now? But the title. We're talking about how we're coming back home, helping each other go back home. And so the title, And You Don't Stop, is about that journey. I thought about life and how, as humans, our lives begin. And honestly, it starts with our comfort being disrupted. Thank you. Y'all can just say, you know you can just yell at me, right? I'm from that church where you yell things at the person speaking. The sign language, I'm being like, oh, yeah, microphone, yes. Our comfort is disrupted when we have this thing called life. Literally, we start out just happy, just comfortable, just, and then just like that, we're in the world. We experience gravity, and then you gotta tie your shoes one day, and you deal with bullies and math equations you're never gonna need.
Amen. Yeah.
And then as you journey, if we pay attention, talking to myself, as we journey, we realize this place we call home is all consciousness. There was a time when in hip-hop, the media was trying to get the East Coast and the West Coast to not get along with each other. It's always been a myth. After Biggie and Pac passed, we got to sit down and it's like, wow, well, we were told this. Well, we were told this. Like, what? Really? That never happened? We learned, oh my goodness, this was just used to sell records. And after all of that pain from these two amazing MCs passing away, you start hearing more peace in the music later on. And Mac 10, an amazing MC from Southern California, started saying, the earth is my turf. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When we really understand that home is consciousness, that every single situation we are in, we are at home, and it's on us to see that we are connected to it and all is well, that's when we are free. What it is that, yes, we are intelligent enough to know that God is very real. But what has happened is over the years, we found what our favorites are in that buffet called God. And so the other parts we don't like, we front like we don't have to eat, but you got to eat your lima beans too. We don't want to, but it's there. And so we all, take the happiness. I love that right there. On comfort, I'll do some of that. Abundance. Okay, I'll take a scoop of that. And we see the accountability and the, and the growth. Oh my goodness. And then that one word, forgiveness. Don't put that on my plate. But we get to have our lima beans. Understand that this process we're going through called life, we're going to have our pain. We're going to scrape our knees. But when we sit back and understand that even the gravity that took us down and gave us that painful experience, even that itself is God, and we take the person, the why me out of it, that's when we get our lesson. Don't sit here and look at me like I'm the only one who's ever felt like, oh, why is life happening to me? We've all done it. And then when we understand, listen, homie, I think it's great you have high self-esteem and all, but life ain't really thinking about you like that. What's going on is we are in this place that we call a realm of infinite possibility. Now, I love saying that because it makes me sound like I went to Princeton. But what we're really saying when I say that is chaos. We live in a chaotic, beautiful universe. It's chaotic because we have so many different expressions of God happening at the same time. What a beautiful orchestra. But please know that while that's going on, there are meteors flying around right now. You can't get hit. Doesn't mean that God was like, right now, get them. It just means you stepped outside and you got hit. What if you allow this experience to be a blessing? When I first started rapping, the most scariest thing you can have happen to you, if you're not ready, is for somebody to just walk up and be like, all right, go. Right? They want you to, right now, with this beat that you did not rehearse to, go, come on, let me hear you go. And you expect to just pull a rhyme out of nowhere. It's so frightening, but when you start getting good at it, when you start going home and sharpening your blade, while you're washing dishes and just everything around you, you keep on rhyming for no reason. You start to transform. You start to turn into a different type of artist. I'm going to be honest, you start to get a little more confrontational. Now it turns into, I can't wait until somebody tells me go. Whatever we are afraid of, that is our opportunity to grow bigger than it. We already are bigger than it, but the process it takes to realize we are bigger than it is necessary. For example, you start any martial arts class, traditional martial arts, the first thing they're going to teach you is how to fall. Because in here, we're doing a lot of things, and you're going to have to know how to hit the mat properly, or you're going to hurt yourself even more. So the whole first year, you get to learn how to fall. Everyone else is doing cool little dragon kicks and backflips and evaporating, whatever. You get to learn how to fall. Oh my goodness. And you're not just learning how to fall. What's also being tested is your humility. Are you willing to, while everyone's doing this awesome stuff, all you get to do is wear that plain gi with that plain belt and just fall for the entire practice. Can you do that? But something happens that I've seen. I haven't made it to black belt myself, but I've seen people do it. And what really happens is, well, over time, as they transform into this amazing spiritual warrior, they realize that every fall I learned, every basic punch, every block, every kick was really all I did over and over again for years until finally they just gave me this beautiful belt. The basics of life that you have learned, keep doing it until you make up your own amazing dragon kick with it. That's all we're doing. Put your flavor on the basics that you've been given. But the moment we start getting caught up into the why me of life, we miss out on that opportunity. Someone is telling you go. But as long as you're worried about what mood you're in or how the beat sounds, you can't rhyme. I also picked this title because "And You Don't Stop" is something you would do in between freestyles, right? When you're trying to think of the next line, and and you don't stop, and keep on, and on. That's what you do. It's an affirmation that connects you to whatever you're going to say next. But in order to get that connection, you have to tap into the community and say something positive. And you don't stop. I get the energy back from you, and then I think of the next rhyme. Are you stumped in your life and don't know where to go next? Put some love into the community. That's how you get there. Because we're all connected anyway. That's really what's going on. We're going through things. We need to just come back home. And you don't stop. And the reason why is, well, what we've all done. I know I move around a lot. I'm sorry. I'm going to stay. I say I'm going to stay stationary. No, I'm going to keep moving, but it's just fun to say it anyway. Because you'll know, you know. What we do as the God beings we are is we sit and we manifest. Look at you doing it right now. Look how big you are right now. You're doing it. I see it. Oh my God. That's all we do. We are here to create with this beautiful consciousness we've been given. That's all we're supposed to do. But here's what it is. Well, over time, started believing that we control things and we're doing what we do. What we're really doing is co-creating with God. But sometimes we forget that. And well, when we get comfortable forgetting that, and now we're being asked to do what we do best, which is to sit and co-create with God, well, it gets uncomfortable. But what I've learned in my own life is when I find myself stuck, the real assignment is to sit and listen. I don't know about y'all, but for me, it's so simple yet so difficult. Because I want to believe I'm doing something when really we're co-creating with God. Now, yes, we have the freedom to say, all right, I got it. We have the freedom to do that. But we all know that whatever we're doing is so much more awesome when we allow God to co-create with us. It's like, it's like when you get a beat from Dr. Dre. You can't lose when you get a beat from Dr. Dre. You get beats from other people when it may go good, but one thing's for sure, if you want your album to sell, let Dre. Give it to Dre. Let God have it. You're co-creating with God. This thing called God isn't something we fear. It is there for you to put your flavor on. Show us how you use it. And you don't stop. What that also comes from is when I heard the first time when I heard Too Short say, don't stop rapping. Because he's saying more than just don't stop rapping. What is the way that you express the love of God to your community? He doesn't do rap. Do you cook? Then don't stop cooking. Are you an educator? Then don't stop teaching. Are you simply here to be loved for your community? Then dang it, don't stop loving. That's what he means when he says don't stop rapping. He's saying this is what I do. Whatever you do, do not stop it. When you are going through pain in life, when life is beating you down, it feels like, pick up your pen and keep on rhyming. Whatever home is, remember that it is consciousness. You were always home. You just have to accept it. I remember that story about that one reporter. I didn't see the movie, but it was this one reporter. He's somewhere in the Middle East, and it's a whole bunch of conflict going on, and in the process, he gets taken captive. And he's missing his fiancée back home. It's a really horrible thing to watch. He's in this horrible prison, and they're treating him unfairly, and finally, he has no choice but to go within. And the whole time he's going within, he's seeing his wife. And it's immediately making him happy. He's smelling her hair. He's seeing her smile. He begins talking to himself. He pretty much just goes insane. And when they realize the guards can't punish him anymore, he's home. He has found it. He's found God. Do you understand me? They can do whatever they want to your body. Once you align with God, it's over. You're free. I forget how the movie ends, but I don't care. Once I saw him do that, I got what I needed. That's another thing. A lot of you say, all right, they're going to stretch out the endings and we can hear the soundtrack. We don't need to see all that. We already know what we're about. You were home. And here's a perfect example. I love talking about my theater geek days. I'm going to San Francisco for an audition. And if you know anything about the rivalry between Oakland and San Francisco, our neighborhoods didn't always get along. You couldn't just be an Oakland dude in certain parts of San Francisco. Why are you here? And at this time, it's well into the 2000s. Those days have been over, but the consciousness is still in me. I'm not free from it yet because I have not forgiven it. And so the director knows that this consciousness still exists in us Oaklanders. So he doesn't give me the full details of where I'm going yet because he knows I'm probably not going to go for. So I get off BART and I call him. Hey, I'm here, blah, blah, blah. Okay, get on the 33. Okay, I'm on the 33, going down 3rd. Okay, where do I get off? Okay, you get off on Newcomb. Okay, I get on. What? 3rd Newcomb? I'm saying this while I'm on the bus already, by the way. People are hearing me. Few people laugh because I know now I'm going to 3rd Newcomb. I can't get off the bus. I don't know where I'm at. And as I'm looking, I'm like, there are a million people outside. Oh my God, and everybody's tall. Goodness, why is everybody so tall? And I'm dressed like a theater geek. All right, how do I handle this? Now, one thing I know for sure, do not get off the bus trying to look tough. That's not smart. And I also know, don't get off the bus looking scared. And so right then, Spirit told me, get off the bus like you know you belong here. And that's what I did. I got off the bus, and the first thing I did was I smiled like I was happy to be home. And there's all kind of things going on around me. I can feel people testing me. He's not from here. People are yelling certain obscenities to see if I flinch. And I am so happy to be here. And you know what? I went in, had a great audition, and when I came out, it was almost like everybody was like, Lucian! Love is the most disarming force we have. It is the best weapon in your arsenal. When you know how to use it, you can be a bully with it. Love is disarming. There's nothing in this universe more gangster than love. But in order to use it properly, we have to love all of us. And that's the scary part. That shadow side, right? Oh, I was laughing about it on the way here. Just yesterday at work, someone is sharing an intimate moment about me, about a tough time we both have gone through. You know, she knows I'm going through family court right now. She's talking about her ex-husband and just all these things. And finally I'm like, this sounds like a good time for a joke, Lucian. Knowing that my humor is always offensive to at least one person in the room. But I'm not thinking it's going to be her, right? So I tell my jokes. Stop looking at me. I'm not about to tell it today. That's way too about. And she doesn't laugh. She kind of shakes her head almost, right? And I immediately start beating myself up. Oh, you idiot. Why would you? Oh, come on. Why would you? But I had to stop myself and understand, no! The joke is still funny. Just because she didn't laugh at it does not mean, guess what? If no one in the room laughed, if it's funny to you, get somewhere in the universe, it's funny. And guess what else I learned? People not laughing at someone who just told a joke, that itself is funny. Sometimes you just get to be the butt of the joke. If you really appreciate comedy, then laugh when it's your turn. Sometimes it's just your turn. And nothing more. And when that happens, we get to laugh and keep co-creating with God. Do not ever think for 1 minute God is not a practical joke. Oh, God is going to play some jokes on you. Trust that. And God is going to laugh. You're going to hear it. Just be part of the joke. Just laugh. If we truly believe that everything is God anyway, then anything that happens to us, let's just laugh like we know what it is. If we truly know God is all there is, we get to not be afraid. We get to not be offended. We get to not call that friend we always call when we want to say, why me? We get to just sit back and know that a blessing is coming right after. But we have to be willing to go through the journey. And you don't stop. I remember my first year playing Berkeley Cougar football. It's Pop Warner days. And it's around the time we're about to get our equipment. I don't know what it is, but everybody had their fresh fades on. It's like we're about to get equipment, but everybody went and got a haircut. Including me. So we got our fresh fades on. Everybody with flying little denim suits. It's like the 90s. It was cross colors and all that. Remember that? I bet. Medallions, the whole thing. And for some reason, just boys, we like that testosterone is in us. We love to just shove each other. And don't ever think it's something bad. It exists in all of us. We just have to harness it the right way and put them in something like football. So we all started wrestling, and pretty much I was the wimpy kid, and I ran home crying, Mom, I never want to play football again. It's stupid. And I said I was going to quit. And my mama looked me dead in the face and said, okay, son, you can quit. But you have to finish this season first. And I was a little salty about that, but I understood the lesson right away she was giving me. And I'll tell you, I played football 3 more seasons after that because she did not let me quit. We are so quick to turn the story off as soon as the story starts getting ugly. We love to do that, right? Everything was good in Goodfellas till we saw the helicopter. No, that's all right. Everybody go to bed. But what happens when we sit the whole movie out? There is a blessing. Even if the story is a sad story, there's a blessing in there somewhere. I like to talk about the uncomfortable, dark parts of God because those are the parts that we're scared to go to. And if we train ourselves to see God even in those darkest corners of the room, then guess what? We get to move around the room freely as we want. You scared to go in that corner? Well, watch me go there. But when we give in to the fear, like we don't know God is all there is, and we start running around like every other scared person, we have nothing but chaos that we're adding to the chaos. Who's going to stand up and stop giving in to the lie? Who's going to stop pretending like we believe? Who's going to be the first one? Stop pretending like you are not home. Wherever you go, you are home. What? This is earth. This is the universe. No matter where you look, way below, there is no bounds anywhere. That means that right where you sit, you are the center of your universe, literally right now. Something drew all of us together for this moment. What? Why? Why did we all know to come here today? Why? Because frequency is real. Stop playing. You are the only person in this room hearing this. The rest of us are just a simulation anyway, even me. I didn't mean to scare you, sorry. At the end of the day, let's know that there is no you and God. There is only God. So if there is only God, that means that anything you are experiencing can only be God. And as a mathematician, you don't look at the equation that you can't solve and say, this is stupid, I'm done. You sit there and you solve the equation. So we are seeing an equation in our life that we do not understand. Take a break, drink some coffee, and sit back down and solve the equation. Namaste. I love you all.
Thank you very much, Sean.
Give me one.
There we go. All right. So now it's our joyful time of giving our time to support the Amani Center with our gifts and ties. As we know right now, we've got our building fund, which is growing. What's in our building fund right now, Kathy? $5,000. So that is separate from just our regular funds. That is money that has been set aside. All the things we sold, all the money we're saving by being here is going into that fund so that we can create our next space. So thank you for that. So we're going to pass those baskets. If you can drop a check, you can drop cash, but if you want to give virtually, we have the Venmo code on all the white seat backs. There's those little cards. Those have codes for Venmo, PayPal. You can go to the website, theamanicenter.org, and hit that donate button. You can set up a recurring payment from your own bank account so that you control that, and then it comes out automatically. That's what I always do. I like my 10% to just come out at the beginning of the month, and I know it's going, and I don't have to worry about writing checks or did I show up at the right Sunday or figuring out math every Sunday. So however you give, we appreciate you so much. This center is an independent center. We have no mother church. We have no one else who's catching us. So we catch ourselves. We are a community that does it together, and so grateful for all of you. We are going to have another song by Billy while we pass those baskets. So, what's that?
What song?
Anything you want. You can just, and you can also just play if you want. We just need something more baskets.
Old James Taylor song.
Ooh, yes. Ooh, yeah.
Well, the sun is sure sinking down, but the moon's slowly rising. But this old world must still be spinning round, and I still love you. So close your eyes. Close your eyes, it's alright. Well, I don't know no love song. I can't sing the blues anymore. But I can sing this song. And you can sing this song when I'm gone. Won't be long for another day. Oh, time. And no one's gonna take that time away. Ooh, you can stay as long as you like. Close your eyes. You can close your eyes, it's alright. I don't know no love songs, but I can't sing the blues anymore. But I can sing this song, and you can sing this song, and I'm gone.
On behalf of the Amani Center, it is my great honor, my joy to receive these gifts and tithes. I know they are pressed down and multiplied, and they are generating flow in the giver, in the receiver, and everywhere they go. So this is how we do it in this world. We open our hands so that we can receive. And so I know that this is going out to do good in the world, as well as in this community, and as well as in each and every person who is opening their hands and giving. And so with great love, with great joy, with great gratitude, I release this word into the law, knowing that it is done. Together we say, and so it is. All right, are the kids done? I don't hear them, so they're still out there having a good time. Maybe, yeah. So we will just go on to our closing song. Thank you again for everything you bring to this community. If you signed up to help with any of this, thank you for that too. Let's stand and we'll sing our closing song together. The presence is here. Reach out, grab a hand if that feels good. Melissa and Peter, you want to come up in here? The presence is here. The presence is here. Love and spirit prevail on each face. The presence is here. Amen. The presence is here. And I will lead you in grace. I will lead you in grace.
And in that same grace, we continue through life, knowing that love is undefeated and does not stop. We allow this to be, and we celebrate in advance. So it is.
And so it is. Thank you, everybody.